And what's up, you guys? Welcome to the Mango Grove. My name is Krisha, and well, this is an impromptu live stream. Let me know if you guys can hear me a-okay. I also have Sean on the other side. Sean, say hi.
Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning.
All right, so let us know if you can hear us all right.
Which I don't think the music is playing yet.
Oh yeah, I just muted it while we were talking. Love you too, Steve. Okay, you guys can hear us. How's it going, Mark? Ben Ty is in here. Stanton, how's it going? Good morning, good morning, good morning. Hey, can you guys hear the music? Just let me know. All right, you guys can. Okay, perfect. How's it going, Michael? Here from London studio. How's it going, Gordon? Yeah, it's been a busy weekend, actually. I have family down from Canada. And yeah. It's exciting. Oh, also, that's why, guys, we're gonna be keeping this one short.
By the way, can you guys hear me on top of the music, or is the music too loud while I speak? Okay,
Some
perfect.
volume, okay. Alrighty, so we have quite a few people in here. Are we ready to begin?
Smash the likes, guys.
Yeah.
And have a chill mango weekend stream.
I'm leading the stream, by the way. Yeah.
She's so nervous. I'm gonna be hands off today, guys. I'm here just for moral support.
Oh my god, there's like so many things to look at. Okay, I gotta get used. I gotta get used to these streams. All right, so we're gonna cue the intro in 3, 2, 1. And how's it going, you guys? Welcome to the Mango Grove. I think that's the second time I've said welcome, but welcome again. What the hell? I got Sean on the other side. He's not next to me today, but he is on his side, on his computer, giving me moral support, cheering me on.
I started a poll, guys.
You said, what? What's your poll? Do we... Well, that's one way to get me used to these live streams. I'm like, I got so many like tabs opened up, and you can ask Sean. I'm like, I'm not a tab person. Like, I get so overwhelmed every time I see like 10 tabs. I'm just like, oh my god, no. Ariza's like, don't be nervous, stress-free. I'm trying. It's just, yeah. Let's do this. No volume. Steve Pack says no volume. Steve Pack. Okay, it's good. Wait, you guys are Is it good? The volume? Can you hear me okay? Can you hear Sean okay? You know what we're gonna do for this stream? Because we're keeping it relatively short, I'm going to turn down the music for this one so that way you guys can hear Sean as well, because he's gonna be also, well, chiming in on, well, some of the charts that we're gonna be covering. So yeah, cool.
No,
Okay.
I'm here. If they can hear me fine over the music, keep the music on too. Unless it's bothering you. It's probably bothering her. It's hard to concentrate with the music and everything going on.
We'll try.
Krisha, tell us, up or down? Is it time to sell all our crypto? Do we dump it all? Are we going to zero?
No, not yet. Not yet. Yeah, we're gonna leave the music off for this one. I'll sing for you. Give me a beat, I'll sing for you. But no, as far as, okay, so what do you guys want to start with? We're going to keep this casual today, just cover the charts, of course, fun questions. It's just going to be us just chilling here. Because I feel like many of the cryptocurrencies right now, Bitcoin included, I feel like, yeah, I mean, we've had spectacular runs. I mean, what we're looking at right now is Cardano, but we've had spectacular runs across the board. And while, you know, many of our bags are looking fantastic, it's just that many of these coins are currently up against resistance and key resistance at that too. So yeah, I figured this is a good juncture to be, well, doing a live stream and trying to figure out what's next for Bitcoin and the altcoins. Same as on Sprouts, just live. Exactly, Michael. It's like a mindset thing. 20 cents in the near future. How low is 20 cents? Let's get onto the weekly time frame.
Oh my, look who's in the live chat.
How's it going, Vishal? Long time no see. Also, guys, everyone, compliments of the season. Christmas is around the corner. I hope everyone is taking this time to spend it with their families and their loved ones. I would not call 20 cents as a retracement. I know, 20 cents? Who said 20 cents again? Let me go and look at that chart. The chart. What am I saying? Who said 20 cents again? Was it Alex or Michael? Anyways, whoever's
100% retracement, so
it's not just 100%. We're breaking the lows at that point. Those are the bear market lows. If Cardano actually goes below 20, goes to 20 cents, I mean, that would be as a Cardano bull, that would be a scary prospect for me. But usually when you see the markets turn, and I believe that we're currently in the initial phase, well, of the bull run. So we're in that initial markup phase for for Bitcoin as well as the altcoins. And oftentimes when you see these turns, like even if you go back historically, look at the bear market lows, look at the bear market bottoms. Yeah, the first bottom, you usually tend to see these low numbers that get put in, like a 80%, 90% drawdown in the bear market. But when prices do retrace, say Cardano does retrace here too, very seldom, oh my God, my chart is so messy. Very seldom do you see it go back to those bear market lows. Yeah, you could see deep retracements spanning to like 50%, 60% even, but very seldom would we see the bear market lows being touched again. Usually it'll come down for another higher low, if anything.
So what you're going to hear, guys, is a lot of recency bias, where everyone looked at the most recent cycle and they're like, oh, in the recent cycle, we had a huge rally in 2019. Well, look at what happened during COVID. We got a retest of all the lows, right? And Cardano pretty much did something like that. Last cycle, I believe it was sitting at around 2 cents. And Cardano, if I recall correctly, retraced to 1 cent, right?
Yeah.
It visited the lows and then some because we had that huge slip. Scary to even contemplate buying at the time. But across the board, we did come down and revisit the lows. Now, everyone thinks we're going to do that this time too. Just like in the previous cycle, everyone was like, we're going to get a parabolic blow off top on Bitcoin, which never came, right? Now, this cycle, no one's going to be looking for the parabolic blow off top. because it did not happen last cycle. It happened 2 cycles ago, and everyone's forgotten about that. They'll instead be looking for a perfect accumulation distribution pattern, because that's what happened last cycle. Looking at the previous cycles and looking for fractals is a one-way trip to failure, in my opinion. What you need to look at is what's going on right now. That's when technical analysis will never fail you, because you're not trying to match to a pattern that recently happened, right? You're trying to project and predict a pattern that may never play out, and you're waiting for that to play out so you can be right, as opposed to reading what's already happened and then execute on what's happened. Technical analysis is not about being right. Technical analysis is about risk management and behaving right. That's what technical analysis is about. It's not about being correct, it's about behaving correctly.
I love that. I love that. And I think you're absolutely right, because it would have also, like, I mean, this slip right here, if we're looking at just Cardano specifically, not just Cardano actually, during this phase right here, this was what, for those of you recall, this was, I believe, COVID, right? Yeah, March 2020. This was that massive COVID dump that we saw across the board. And your TA, if you behaved right, your TA is what pretty much kept you on the right side of every single asset that you were trading at that point, be it crypto, be it altcoins, Bitcoin, or even any asset in, in the TradFi space. It's about behaving right. All right, so I mean, we're on Cardano's chart right now. Do you guys want to start off with Cardano? We're just going to be going over, charts today. And yeah. So let me know if you guys want to start off. I'll give you 2 options. There we go. Cardano or Bitcoin. Go on. Spam it. ADA or BTC. What do you guys want to go over? Because we will be starting off with the one, the only, the Mango dashboard. Bitcoin, ADA. I did, Ben, yes. BONK. What's going on with that coin? ADA. Dan says KAS. We're gonna cover BONK today, because let's see what's going on with that chart.
Bonkers. CRO is actually looking good. I'm not gonna lie. They're talking about it in the live chat, and the chart looks tempting. But,
okay.
Let's start. Let's start with BONK. Why the hell not? Let's go bonkers.
Is BONK on the dashboard?
I don't think it's on Binance.
No.
Nope.
Okay, let's get on to BONK.
Just somehow CZ was so distracted with this court case that he.
Which chart has the most?
I've been watching it on BitGet since it got listed, and I somehow missed this effing trade. You know, guys, I took it off my watch list just before it started pumping. It's so ridiculous. This thing's gone. It's done a 10x, I think. More. 100x?
It's a straight line to the moon. How far away is the moon? Well, according to BONK, around 16,000%, 16,800%. It's insane. And that's the thing about these coins, right? I mean, yeah, you could have it's like shooting darts with the new coins. Oftentimes, I feel like some could work out exceptionally well, and some could just stay where they are for months on end, and you're sitting in something that turns into opportunity cost. But yeah, I mean, BONK right now, it's price discovery. Let's actually go on to some of the lower time frames. What do you think of this daily candle, Sean?
I don't know.
How many of you guys are trading BONK?
You see how it put in the perfect candle to to bait people into calling the top, and then took out the low of the previous candle too, giving us confirmation that hey, that might be a legitimate top. We want to look at the oscillators too now, because we're kind of getting the signs.
Are you looking at the daily time frame?
I'm looking at your screen.
Okay, perfect.
So we do have bearish divergence as well.
Double bearish divergence. Yeah, you're right. Damn.
So this is kind of how you guys look for potential tops, guys. Doji-ish candle, taking out the low of that candle on the next day, looking for the oscillators, also giving you signs. But then we may get another push up. It doesn't end here. We may get one push up to test that high, trapping everyone who's trying to call the top. They close their positions. Maybe they have shorts open, etc., etc. They get stopped out, and then we get a retest of the 21 EMA. Then you're looking for close underneath the 21 EMA. That's when you look for the real move towards the downside. That's when you actually put on the positions.
I like this.
Vishal says Crown called potential top on BONK this morning. Said, but isn't that what I just said? Too said potential for one more push up. Yeah. Dude, Crown is good now. Crown's great.
Because this could also turn into potential bullish divergence on the Stokes if you look at it. If we have a bullish crossover on your Stokes, yeah, we could see that actually break. I think keep BONK simple. I mean, you can just see it for the trend, right? Daily time frame has just been trending on daily 21 EMA. Loses the 21 EMA, you know that, hey, BONK is likely going to start coming down even further. At that point, you're looking at this region. 478. Sell before liquidity drops. Exactly, Alex. When it comes to these sort of coins, especially if you're like a whale, and you are able to afford to get a big enough bag in it, you get out when the market allows you to get out. Because if you don't get out on time when there's enough liquidity, in an attempt to get out of your position to sell your BONK, even if you think it's still a great profit to be had, there might not be enough liquidity on the books for you. So you'll end up pushing price down on yourself. So that's one thing to be wary about on coins like this. But then again, BONK, I mean, because it's been picking up a lot of steam, I see a coin like BONK actually having liquidity to back it up. But if there are any other coins out there that have like these crazy immense pumps to the upside, just be careful of that liquidity aspect of it. Daily Tenkin, eh? Oh yeah, there we go. Yeah, good catch. I love these new coins. They follow like these textbook trends. Like catching bids on them, if you just, you've identified a system, you've identified a signature, it works. Be brave enough to catch the trade when you are presented with the opportunity, and then manage it off of that, off of that signature. Works like a freaking charm. But daily Tenkin easy invalidation, yeah. Absolutely. Greg says you have been calling wrong shots for the past month. What wrong shots?
What are you smoking, brother? I think you're on the wrong channel.
Yeah, hit the likes, guys. Are we ready to move on over to Bitcoin? Let's go.
No, wait. I'm sorry. I want to look at BONK some more. Let's look at the 12-hour on the Ichimoku. Greg says you had a selling off about 2 weeks ago. Are you sure you're watching the right channel, man? Do you realize everything is like all our videos are documented, right? Mango is one of the first ones to turn bullish. In fact, if probably the first one. We,
Yeah.
yeah, he's trolling.
All right, bonk. So you were looking at the 12-hour time frame. Pulled out a KAS. I mean, KAS did see a pullback. I mean, for anyone who thinks, so I noticed that a lot of people, they just look at the thumbnail and then they make their judgment just by looking at the thumbnail and not watching the
Oh,
video.
the
So it's
thumbnail
probably one of
traders.
those. Yeah, it's one of
The
those,
thumbnail.
you know.
Let's ignore the fact that Sean Dexter called KAS at 4.4, right? Is it $4.40 or whatever? Somewhere around there. So let's forget that when I did put out that video, nobody cared. Let's forget that we approached our targets and I said, hey, I'm getting out of this coin myself. You guys do what you want after that. But let's forget the fact that we actually did pull back after that significantly. Let's forget all of that. GFC. All right. Yeah, BONK 12 holding the trend pretty well.
This coin is freaking bonkers. How many of you guys actually trading bonk right now? There are a few
Painful.
coins that are moving like crazy. Bonk is one.
I hate
AVAX.
myself. This is an example, by the way, guys, of having the read correct, but it means nothing if you don't execute correctly. Because
Yeah.
I've been watching this coin for so long. I knew that when the bull market would eventually start, this one would be one of the runners. I called the Sol play correctly, and I knew that BONK would be the dodge of Sol. But I missed it. I missed it entirely. So bummed out on the execution over here.
Honestly, I only just heard of bonk.
Krisha, this is
yeah.
I told you about this one when it got listed on BitGet.
I mean,
Like
yeah, you
almost
did.
a
You
year
did.
ago.
But I never, like, I mean, I
The
looked at the
name
chart
too, the
then and
name
then I
too, the
just,
branding, everything was perfect, right? Because with everything that happened with Sol getting way too sold off, and we've already had certain NFTs on Solana do. Okay, think about it. I'm not going to get into this one, but you know about the other Sol play that I missed out on. So I was like, I'm not going to miss out on this one. And then I ended up missing out on this one too. So guys,
and
you know, all the pain that you feel at home where you guys miss out on big trades. I go through the same thing. You just got to fight it off and focus on the next big one.
exactly. I think it's that because a lot of people, they just obsess over one chart and then they tend to sort of, buy the highs. They tend to buy the pumps because they missed out on the trade entirely. Don't do that. Save that equity of yours for a trade that's probably waiting for you in the corner. All you got to do is just look at it. Right? Don't get too fixated. And yeah, we're all going to miss certain trades. I mean, think about the hundreds and hundreds of cryptocurrencies that are out there, right? You're going to find trade setups, a lot of trade setups. So it's just follow your system, catch the ones that you can. For the ones that you don't obsess over them because there's likely more opportunity in the market. What are we drinking? You know what?
Wish Krisha's entire family, like her entire family, all 57 of them are here. They just arrived this weekend. So yeah, that's exactly the plan, to get Krisha drunk in front of them.
I need to get drunk to endure. Yeah, hey, you know what? Here's the craziest part, guys. Okay, let's talk about something fun. We know what's going on with the charts. Sean's covering Bitcoin. I'm covering Cardano and KAS. All well and good. Let's talk about those bottom callers and the top callers. The bottom and the top callers are usually, well, my family. At the top, they ask me, Krisha, should we be buying Bitcoin? Should we be buying Ethereum? Is XRP a good coin? Yeah, XRP is always on the list for some God alone knows what reason.
So
Okay,
what
so
you're saying is,
that's the
yeah,
top calling. Okay, the bottom calling. Wait for it. The
okay.
bottom calling is when they're like, "Hey, Krisha, are you guys okay? You know, the markets are Bitcoin drop, Bitcoin dump. They can't. I mean, they don't know the lingo, but Bitcoin's not looking good. Bitcoin's not looking good. Like it's fallen. And they're very very serious about it. It's fallen. I'm like, like just calm down. And the last time that happened, guys, Bitcoin was sitting at 16K. So yeah, just letting you know. And so far, by the way, they're here. Hopefully they can hear me. But so far, no one's asked me about Bitcoin. No one's
I
asked
can't,
me about XRP or Ethereum.
I
I
can't
think
wait for
it's
your mom to ask me about Bitcoin, and I'm gonna remind her of the last time we had the conversation on Bitcoin, which is actually not precisely, but a little more than a year ago. So guys, I gotta tell you, I gotta tell all of you how it played out. Okay, we're on a phone conference with her, her mom, her dad, her brother, and they asked me about Bitcoin. Right? They're like, should we buy now? And Bitcoin was sitting around 22,000, 24,000, and they're like, do you think it will come down lower? I'm like, I think it could potentially come down to around $16,000, but in my opinion, you guys should just start buying now, because if it does come down to $16,000, you're going to be too scared or you're going to be too disinterested, and you're not going to end up buying ever. So buy now while you're interested, because if it does come lower, you're not going to end up buying. And that's exactly what ended up happening. That was the last time they talked to me about it. It came down to $16,000, like, what, 3 weeks later, 2 weeks later?
yeah.
They, if they liked it at 20,000, 24,000, they sure liked it more at 16, right? But nope. The apathy that settled into the retailers across the world, guys, was the bottom signal. No one cared anymore. Apathy. That's the bottom in crypto markets. That's exactly, by the way, how 2014 bottomed out. It wasn't a capitulation candle like we saw in 2019. No. It was apathy.
How's it going, Core? Matthew's in here as well.
Vishal
So
says
yeah,
it's top is going to be Krisha's birthday.
it is. It always is. Okay, so if you guys want to book any day off, just book March 10th off, because I'm literally like I told Sean that, listen, we're going away before my birthday, okay? And then on the day of, my basically the first 2 weeks of March, guys, just stay at home. Just do yourself
Yeah.
do your portfolio a favor and just stay at home. Because every year, almost every year, March 10th, there's been, and the thing is that, okay, the past 2 years has been bad events for the most part, but 2017 was very good. Like the months of March and April, they're eventful months. So 2017, Sean, was when everything ripped. We saw Ethereum go from like $40 all the way up to 120, right? That's when we saw those parabolic runs actually begin. And this actually gives me a bit of pause. Sean, we had the FOMC meeting recently, right? And apparently the JPow's tone in that meeting was dovish. Terribly
So
dovish at that
I'm
too.
gonna be posting a premium video for you guys. So basically, if you guys have access to dashboard, there's a bonus feature now called premium videos on the left hand side, right? Krisha, could you just show it to them quickly? I'm gonna post a
It's
analysis
this right here.
of the FOMC meeting with the key takeaways. At least what I thought was key. My God, I was done laughing with Mock's link. You gotta click that, Krisha.
Oh, how's it gonna open up though? Guys,
So
I'm too new to live streams.
yeah, don't click it.
It's like, don't, Krisha, don't. But okay, since we're on the dashboard, let's go ahead and check out some of the trends. Bitcoin, and Bitcoin is doing something very interesting on its chart, just in case anyone noticed. 4-hour to weekly time frame all along, except Sean's favorite time frame, which is the 12-hour time frame. 12-hour is neutral, Sean. Flipped 3 hours ago. This was short initially.
Exactly. So that's
I
what's
mean,
important relative to
yeah.
what is written. But I still think it's telling you to not get bullish here, in my opinion. And that sits in line with the fact that we've hit our target. Like our target's hit. All right, guys, our target has hit. Like this is not the time, in my opinion, to be getting gung ho on Bitcoin. We've moved. This trade is played out. We have to wait for the next trade, and I don't have it yet. Okay, I don't have it yet. So if you guys are already in position, right, that's fine. We'll ride the trend until we see the signs that this wants to pull back. But for now, there's no new trade on Bitcoin.
What are your thoughts on this, though? I want to get your thoughts on the fact that Bitcoin closed a weekly candle over that cloud level. We've dipped into the weekly cloud and we've seen a swift pickup by the bulls. So we saw buyers step in, currently hovering over that cloud level. And the thing is that the next level that we're looking on a Bitcoin's chart on is only like 10% away. Like 47K is that next immediate target. What are your thoughts? Like, I think that. Okay, go on.
You could finish your thought first, and then I'll go.
I think my point here is that I feel like people are discounting because that psychological target of 42K that everyone's been harping on about for months on end now since summer of this year. 42K, 42K, 42K. But I feel like no one's willing to go past 42K. Even the prospect of Bitcoin going past 42K, I feel like is not being given that level of importance. So what are your thoughts? I think something like a play like this could actually end up taking Bitcoin past 42K. Now, what are your thoughts of price action relative to the cloud levels?
I'm gonna wait for you to speak because you say what are your thoughts, and then you still have more thoughts, so I'll let you finish first.
No. No. What are your thoughts of Bitcoin's price action relative to the Ichimoku cloud?
Okay, so I did draw out the thesis like a year ago, right, where I said that we could be hovering in a range, a 20% range above the cloud for a while before the cloud turns green, right? And we aren't close to the cloud turning green as long as Bitcoin is going sideways like this, right? On the weekly time frame, it's going to take a few weeks. Like I'm talking about 8 weeks. Actually, Beanita posted something great on the C chat. Those of you who are in the C chat should go ahead and check out his analysis. But I think we have a few months before we turn the cloud green, provided we go sideways. That being said, if we make our way all the way to all-time high, that cloud could turn green faster. And that would fit the thesis that we actually make our way up to all-time high before the halving, which would be contrarian to what people think.
I think so too. I think any sideways price action right here in this juncture is going to be exceptionally bullish, even for the cycle to come, for the rest of the bull market to come. And if you have to assess the monthly, also, Sean, one thing that sits in line with Bitcoin, very well could get up to its 60K highs. If the month of December we start rallying and we close over 47K, we are looking at 60K highs. And think about it, at that point, the next major level is only all-time high at that point, right?
Yeah.
that's it. There's nothing else in between. On the monthly time frame, on the weekly time frame, it's the same level. You're looking at the same target. And the thing is that the halving only takes place, I believe, in May. So we still have like 5 months, 4 to 5 months before we actually hit halving, right? So if December actually clears out 47.5K, I think that's going to be a big shock to the market. And I think that's my next question to you guys. What do you think is going to be the shock factor? Because I feel like so far it's the shock factor that's sort of playing out across charts. Is the shock factor going to be Bitcoin actually closing this December candle over 47.5K? Or is the shock factor going to be Bitcoin dumping to the downside, perhaps even a test of the Kishin back down to 36K?
26K.
26K is the shock factor, right?
Yeah.
26K.
I think do you remember when I was saying the path to most pain is to the upside? I was saying that for the longest time throughout the summer as well. I don't think that's the path of most pain anymore. I think the path of most pain is now going to be the ETF getting denied or getting delayed.
26K would be brutal, Sean, because I mean at that point think of the monthly 10, monthly 21. We'd be technically breaking both levels. They're both swinging in right now at around 30K. Yeah, I mean we could get wicks down to 26.
I'll give you the exact level I have, okay? I mean, it's not too difficult. No, yeah, 26K. So 27.7K to 26K. Or wick into that level. Here's the ideal play, guys. The year opens, and in the first month or the second month, maybe Feb, maybe March, we don't know, we get a wick into the open of Jan 2021. Okay? Buy that open. Or buy the wick of 2024 into Jan 2021. That's the trade. Note it down. Okay? I won't repeat it, but I will pull this clip up 1 year from now and be like, I told you so. But if it doesn't play out, of course, I'm not going to play the clip. Because I'm not stupid. I'm only going to take it out when I'm right.
I'm going to mark it out for them 1 second. Jan 2021? The open of Jan 2021.
Yeah.
So this level.
I think my stream is delayed.
Around 29,045.
Is it?
Wait, what are we laughing at?
My joke. The open was 28,923. Yeah, so 28,900.
All right. Sean's always like, it's extremes. It's like 60K. Or it could be like, I don't know, 25K. Yeah, that would be. Let's put this to a poll. I want to see what people have to say. Do you have control of the poll there, Sean?
Yeah. What do you want to? What do you want
the path of most pain? Is it going to be Bitcoin getting up to 60K by Jan, or is it going to be Bitcoin getting back down to $26,000 or the level that you have marked out by Jan?
Okay. So before we get into the next poll, I do want to read out the results of the previous poll. Do we want more Krisha live streams? 82% of folks said yes. An overwhelming majority. 13% said no. 4% said we want Sean and only Sean. Oh man, that must have been The one person in the entire community who voted. That was me,
Sh-
guys. No, I'm joking. I wasn't allowed to vote.
I want Sean and only Sean. Sean has like
That's
this.
because you
He's
get to
got like
avoid
this good
too
morning
much.
energy, guys.
All
Sean
right.
looks like he
Next
yeah.
poll. What was the poll?
He gets up in the
He's making
morning
me
and
blush.
he just found the sun, you know, after like decades. He's like, "Good morning, good morning, good morning."
Oh
It
man.
it I mean, it could be like midnight for you. Could be 5 p.m., it could be 8 p.m., it could be 3 p.m., but you'll feel the morning.
I'm blushing, guys. I'm blushing. Okay, guys. Next question.
Next question,
Next
where's my poll?
poll.
Where's
Yeah.
my
What is
poll?
the poll? What is the poll?
What's going to be the direction of most pain? And we just counter trade that.
That's what Mango does now. We counter trade sentiment. It's the direction of most pain. Oh wait. Oh no. I lost the poll. Gotta redo
Mark,
it.
he's just like that in the
Okay.
morning. He's like a minion.
60K or 28K, right?
Yeah, by Jan.
By
What
Jan?
can be? Yeah, by Jan. By Jan.
That's like 15 days. By Jan,
I mean,
think
Jan
it's
has like
sideways.
30,
Okay,
31.
I'm gonna say, by end of Jan. Okay, I'm still gonna say sideways. I think that's gonna be.
Hey, this is a
most pain.
poll. This is a poll. Just give them.
Yeah, I've put in 3 options.
Okay, cool.
So 60K, 28K, sideways.
Sideways has been pretty excruciating. I won't lie.
Exactly. That's gonna be the most
It's
pain.
been so terrible. But let's face it, because it's like Christmas time. I personally want sideways action at this point. I don't want to dump. So basically, what does sideways really entail? Sideways entails the death of volatility, which means even as traders, you don't feel bad to just sit this one out, right? As traders, I mean, even when the market dumps, I'm feeling bad if I'm away from the charts, because I mean that's volatility that I can take advantage of. So sideways is something that I'm eager for, but if it goes on too long, like this region right here, I mean that's bullshit. No one likes freaking 1 year of sideways.
We're talking
Like,
about 1
hello?
month. We're talking about 1 month.
Yeah.
So I think it could happen. I think that's gonna be. I think a lot of people missed out on these moves, right? And they're gonna be in position waiting for a move. They're gonna feel a lot of pain watching coins that have already moved some more, right? Everyone's gonna be trying to buy coins that haven't moved yet, and rightfully so, because it is the safer play. If we are to be going into a bull market, you're going to see more liquidity flood into the markets, and those coins will move too. But if all we're seeing is a rotation of liquidity, then it's kind of going to be very, very difficult to pick the winners. So yeah, sideways could be something that wrecks people's psychology before we get the real bull run. People are always looking for like real bearish moves or bullish moves for the traps, but sideways can be a massive psychological trap. Zlatowski says Krisha is like an espresso, while Sean is like a lullaby. I love that.
Yeah, that's so nice. That's a great.
Mock says, not gonna lie, that would piss me off if I heard happiness every morning. Dude, Krisha used to be like that. I had to hard convert her over years and years. She'd be so grumpy. She'd hate me in the mornings. And then I'd hate her right back. With a smile on my face.
Sideways
they owe
for
you nothing. Take your entire. This is whack. Just talking about what they want. If you're not going to answer people's question, what's the point of a live stream? You know you're not the only one here, right? We're talking to so many people. Did I miss your question, buddy? Can we talk about some Cardano? We talk about Cardano, the big thing. We talk about Cardano all the time on this channel, dude. What is wrong with you? Jesus fucking Christ. You entitled piece of shit. You entitled piece of shit. It's people like you that make the entire Cardano community look so bad. This entire channel is flooded with Cardano videos. Like there are people out there who may want to talk about other coins or other things.
I've always been very worried that I've been like overdoing Cardano. But hey,
The hell
Cardano.
out of here, man. Unsubscribe. Unhit your notification icon. Like, report us too. Get the hell out of here.
Well, autumn break. Yeah, we're just having fun. Today is just a very
I know, man.
casual stream. I think okay. So my theory is this on many of the coins. So I've been asking around, and a lot of people are still, at least the people who sold at these levels right here when Bitcoin actually got into its bear market. A lot of them are still finding themselves out of position. People with a lot of money. And I feel like the market might very well tap into that money first before we get a painful move possibly down to Sean's level at 29K. And I think that is a possibility that no one's really talking about. And Bitcoin has a habit of doing this, like historically too, where it will tap you, it will induce pain for the bulls, but it will also do the same for the bears. So there's pain on both sides of the trade. And I think that's something that everyone is discounting. So I won't be surprised if we could actually, I think for me, the play of most pain is going to be something like this. And then we move sideways before we start going up. To monthly FVG. Yeah. Yeah. The market tends to...
No. So our mini man, that's a really good question, dude. So he asks, when you say most pain, do you mean that you expect it to happen or not? Path of most pain doesn't mean it's the path of highest probability. I think people confuse the two. Path of most pain simply means that if we go there, it's gonna inflict a lot of pain onto the market to the point where we may see an extended move in that direction because one, emotions may trigger and people may make buying or selling decisions, or two, people's accounts may feel pain to the point where they may get liquidated. And let's say your short position, if you're getting liquidated, you're going to be forced to buy, causing further buy pressure in the direction of that move, right? If you're long position and the market goes against it and the path of most pain is towards the downside, all those accounts are going to be feeling the pain, are going to be getting liquidated towards the downside, essentially them being forced to sell, adding more sell pressure towards that direction. Thereby, the path of most pain usually ends up being a path of extended moves than people, a more volatile move than people expect. So that is a path of most pain, but it doesn't necessarily mean that's the path of highest probability.
Love that explanation. Freaking love that explanation. Well said.
Thank you.
Yeah, Sean is exceptional with really breaking it down into market psychology. Breaking down the emotions on any given chart. AVAX is still running hard. I noticed that. Let's get on to AVAX quickly. It was on my list, and I noticed that everything was red except AVAX. I'm going to clear everything out, okay? I'm not in an AVAX trade right now, so I can start fresh. it's usually the coins that you're currently sitting in trades. When I'm in a trade, I tend not to clear out my chart on those coins. I'm just like, no, no, we'll save it. We'll save the lines.
Sure, you're not the only one who can make me blush. Rock bottoms make me blush too now. You got competition, man.
I agree, rock bottom, and I'm so glad that someone's actually saying this out loud, because you know the thing is that he only buys it when it's coming from you guys. When I say these things, it's like it goes in from 1 year and just goes out the other year. Like, I don't know.
Because you're in love with me. Nothing you say means
Exactly.
anything.
What? It's terrible. I just like, I gotta get Mango to say this to you. Let's start a live stream. Maybe they're gonna drive some sense into you.
Oh my god.
Holy shoot! AVAX! Okay, let's get into the dashboard for AVAX. AVAX is rank 4. What's up?
Seedling, Drew, right? He's like a hardcore AVAX bull. He must be rolling in the money right now.
Yeah. Was he in AVAX? Did he have an AVAX trade?
Yeah. He was
Damn,
like
this
hardcore AVAX.
This climbed, rank 4 on the list. This is based on trading volume, so you can see that, wow, a lot of people pouring in. 4-hour to weekly, long signals across the board, returns, holy mother of God.
So we do have bearish divergence on the 12-hour. Do you want to check that out?
Yes, but volatility, red. It could go further. 12-hour oscillators. We're currently living over a major region of resistance here at 44.19. For those of you who want to take note of it, we've clearly broken out of some level, some sort of bull flag. This is an ascending triangle bull flag. Nice, beautiful break. That is a very, very confidence-inducing candle for the bulls. But as far as the bearish divergence is concerned,
So
this is it.
I wouldn't short this, guys.
No.
Just because of the bearish divergence. This looks like it wants to continue. You could have like this bearish divergence continue and continue and continue. So be careful. It's not triggered. Remember, this is potential bearish divergence. The trigger is only going to be on the low of the previous candle over there. If even, I think this honestly wants to take another leg up. If you look at the 4-hour time frame for me, real quick, Krisha. What's going on there? This looks like it wants to continue.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't breakout trade this, Alex. Just the
This has
monthly. How's the monthly looking?
It looks good. Wait, I want to just see this. This is an ascending triangle.
Yeah.
Measured move, plotted on the break. Good volume. Measured move is 52.99.
So yeah, there's where you'd probably look for your 12-hour bearish divergence to start showing signs of, it lines up with monthly resistance as well. So a move to around 52, 53, shooting above the $50 psychological level and then coming down. Like if the monthly closes over 50, you may want to, $44 would be your next buy opportunity. But yeah, 12-hour divergence playing out and then looking for that dip into that $44 monthly level that Krisha has marked out.
Yeah, this looks freaking fantastic. Guys, AVAX. But I don't know. I still wouldn't be a buyer here. Because you gotta look at risk to reward at one point. I feel like the reward on this is it reduces in a way because what's the move that AVAX has already done from the bottom? That's a good 395%.
I think DOT has a similar chart. If you could go take a look at it.
Okay, let's go. The dot. Okay, long trends, positive on everything. We have bullish divergence, however, on dot. This turned from short to neutral, so we clearly just got the pullback. Volatility on the 4 hours still relatively good. Let's go ahead and check it out. Good stuff. The dot. The dot.
Mark is like, I remember getting shit on by DOT when it's a giga dumping. After
It's a
Bitcoin
W.
dump,
Yeah, it's a W breakout, eh?
Yeah, DOT. I think we should shortlist this one, guys.
Yeah.
What do you guys all think? Should we shortlist DOT? So another poll. Oh wait, let's read out the results for the previous poll. What's the direction of most pain? 40% of the folks say $60,000. 24% say 28,000, and 37% say sideways. So we have a tie essentially between 60K and sideways. Consensus is not 28K. Interesting.
I say 28K, Sean, is going to be a freaking wick. It's going to be a...
Yeah.
It's going to be a pickup.
I really think that that's going to be the buy of the year. So
but it's one of those...
Down, guys. Note it down. 28.9ish K, right? What was the level? Monthly open of 2021. Sorry, yearly open of 2021.
I think it's going to be one of those. It's going to be one of those bids where you have to have your bid already on the exchange, like set, leave, keep it on there. I honestly don't think it's going to give people the opportunity to get in. It's going to be one of those flash dump wick ups.
I think by the time it comes down that most folk are going to be out of dry powder. The amount of pain that they're going to endure in the markets between now and that moment is going to force them to either buy at the tops or buy at very, very shallow dips. Think about it. Most folk thought 36K was a ridiculous target when I was calling for it. And now that a move down to 36K is their buy opportunity, right? Because they want to get in. So I think people are going to buy. Most people. Not Mango. We're going to be patient. Most folk are going to buy dips that are too shallow.
Yeah, because
Alex,
everyone's feeling pain.
Should we shortlist DOT as one of our next big trades? Because Mango this year has called Cardano, Bitcoin, Solana, KAS to a certain extent. We didn't get the entire move on KAS, but we got like from 4 to 16ish, so like a good 4x. And massive props to Ajesh for that trade. But other than that, what were the other big trades? That was pretty much it. But good enough, man. Good enough. There are many folk in the Mango community who have 3 to 4x their account, right? So massive props to Ben Tai. I did want to do this over the live stream, and I'll do it again. But Ben from the Mango Seed program, and he's in the Mango Sprouts program too, by the way, guys, has 5x his account. So congratulations, Ben. I will read out a few amazing things that he did have to say in regards to learning how to be patient. And the biggest thing that he has learned from Mango was learning how to eliminate anxiety and let a trade be a trade, right? That's what we bring to the table. That's what Mango brings to the table. We don't give you guys calls. What we teach you is how to put on a trade and see the trade from end to end without the anxiety and the stress. Because it's not about being right. It's about managing the trade in a correct way. You could be wrong, but as long as you manage your trade correctly, eventually you'll catch the big wins. Ben 5x's account. Ajesh has 3x to 4x's account. Krisha has 3x to her account. I'm so proud of all of you guys. I'm so proud of you guys. Everyone's out trading me. Congratulations, guys. Congratulations. Oh, and Domsic. Domsic too has 3x's account over the last year. And Domsic is an exceptional story because this guy went from his account getting completely crushed to such an amazing recovery, right? He learned throughout the bear market, traded throughout the bear market, and now he's seeing the fruits of all of that hard work. So we have people
Major
3xing,
props, yeah.
4xing, 5xing their effing accounts. And like I'm seeing hints of small bits of myself in various and so, like it touched my heart. I remember in 2019, guys, all it took was me 5xing my Binance account during this phase of the market before the parabolic phase. Okay, I 5xed my Bitcoin amount, and then Bitcoin went on to do a 10x. Then suddenly I didn't know what hit me. Suddenly I'm sitting at a 50x USD amount, right? I'm just like, what the F just happened? It all happened so suddenly. That's all. Like, if you 5x your Bitcoin amount and then Bitcoin goes on to do a 10x, that is the sweet spot. Now, this time around, I get it. It may have not been that easy yet. It will get that easy because Bitcoin has made its move first, right? So it wasn't easy to 5x on Bitcoin amount. But this year, I think that opportunity will come where Bitcoin goes sideways. That's what I remember the time last year, guys. Okay, I wish I had my charts to show you, but remember that time last year when I said, if Bitcoin makes its way to the top of the cloud, the most bullish thing that we can hope to see is us going sideways on top of the cloud. Krisha, could you show them the cloud? Bitcoin weekly.
Yeah.
I'm going to give you guys the golden setup. Okay, if things play out like as clean as the trade played out so far. So what was our trade? All the way from around 16K to the top of the cloud, right? Krisha, could you just draw out an arrow from the bottom to the top?
Let me
Like
just
our
get a clean chart.
Yeah.
I got lines everywhere.
Come
Okay,
on, you're ruining my mojo.
okay, there we go.
Okay,
All
so
right,
draw out a
16K.
straight line from here to 42K, right? So the edge to edge. No, sorry, not straight line, a pole. Draw out a diagonal line from 16K. Right?
There we go.
And over there, we were expecting the most bullish scenario would be Bitcoin flagging above the cloud. So now draw out like Bitcoin going sideways on the weekly time frame till around March from its current juncture. So far, we have the pole playing out, right? We have the pole playing out. Now, this phase has not played out yet. Okay, if Bitcoin continues to go sideways here, we'll have massive opportunity in all coins. So we got the pole playing out. Great. Okay, our Bitcoin trade has played out. This is what I've been telling you guys now for the past like 3, 4 weeks, 6 weeks actually. I don't know. I'm like, guys, now it's time to focus on all coins. Let Bitcoin do its thing. Now Bitcoin has reached a target. It's even that much more pertinent to not get stuck on Bitcoin until we see the signs.
Yeah.
But you may get a chance to 5x your Bitcoin trade now. Okay, 5x your Bitcoin account. And then Bitcoin will continue. If this plays out that way, it means that Bitcoin bull flags above the cloud flips green, and then we make a massive move to 200K. So yeah, it's not a 10x from here, but it's a 5x. So you 5x your Bitcoin account after, so first, you 5x your Bitcoin account using alts. And then Bitcoin itself 5x's. That's 25x. Right? N. Garjado says, I still need a 3x to break even. No, you don't. That's done, dude. It's over. Do not get that shit out of your head, okay? Because I'm telling you, man, from past experience, me constantly benching what I need to achieve just to break even affected my performance. So what you need to do is say, this is my account size. Whatever you have now is what you have. Now you start with this fresh account. Your account in the past did not matter. It's done now. It's over. Because if you keep thinking about that number, you will not perform well.
I like that. That's some really, really good advice. Don't let any of your future trades try to pay for any losses that you endured. Don't do that. because you're setting yourself up for failure. You're setting yourself up to fall into various bullish or bearish biases, and then you're going to look at every chart with that lens. You know, even though your setup does not exist, you're going to find excuses to hold on to really, really, really bad trades. Don't do that. Don't get into any trade hoping that it's going to pay for anything in your life, whether it is something that you want, or it is another bad trade that you took, or it is a loss that you endured previously in your portfolio. It's always a fresh slate. And I'm going to implore you guys to start practicing the fresh slate process, wherein you take a trade, it's a bad trade, okay? And it goes against you. But try and always sort of flip a switch in your head. Try and be as unbiased as possible, objective as possible. If you have to go back into that chart and reevaluate the chart, reevaluate that asset to see if there's another trade opportunity either coming up or maybe down in the future, some other trade setup that you want to play, approach it with a just fresh slate, okay? And I implore you guys to do that because of the Luna trade. You need to understand, guys, that Luna short, I took it 3 times. I lost on the first two times. Okay, I took it once, I lost. Like, I actually took a loss on that. I took it the second time.
Show them the chart. Show them the chart.
Is it still on here?
Show them where you took the trade, etc., because there are folk who watched
brilliant.
it all
Yeah, there we
while it
go.
unfolded.
I have the levels.
There, she has the charts open there too.
Yeah. There. This is where I took the short, guys. Yeah, $89.
And I want to add to why
And
this was such a good trade. I want to add to why this was such a good trade because Krisha and I were doing daily videos every morning together back then, and Luna was one of the coins we were covering almost every day. And Krisha was bullish at the top over there, all right, at the breakout, and I was bearish. And I was like, no, I've fallen for this exact same pattern before. I think we're gonna break back in, all right. Krisha was bullish, I was bearish, but when the trade showed up, she was the first one to flip bearish and take the trade, not me. So yeah, I forecasted correctly, but what the hell did I get out of it? Nothing, right? You don't need to be a great forecaster to make money in this market. You need to be a great executor, right? It sounds wrong. You need to execute well on your trades. Look at BONK, right? I called that so well. What did I get out of it? Nothing, because I didn't execute on it, right? Krisha actually called this one wrong twice and then called it right perfectly. And then boom, the big win.
But, exactly. But my point is that I approached so the first one I lost. The second one I approached it with a fresh slate. I was not thinking of the first trade that I lost on, right? And it was a big position, so I was losing quite a bit, right? But I still had that conviction to re-enter the trade. And why did I have that conviction? Because first thing is first, I had my TA to back it up. I had trust in my risk management system, all right? And also, last but not least, I was approaching the trade with a fresh slate. I was trying it. It's a mental sort of effort, right? Try not to think back to your previous losses that you endured on that same asset. All right, so first loss, second I lost, third was, well, you guys know how the third one went.
Yeah, so Malcolm Gilroy in the chat says, as an ex-Forex trader, your advice to ignore past losses is absolutely spot on. Indeed. Like, as an experienced trader, you know how important it is to just move on to the next trade and the next trade and the next trade. It's and someone else in the chat did mention how he's trying to avoid losses entirely. Yeah, Alex right away says, I'm trying to avoid losses entirely. Dude, you can't have this mindset either. You can't, because losses are part of the game. If you have a strategy, unless you have a 100% win strategy, how are you going to avoid losses? And if you have a 100% win strategy, what the hell are you doing in this live chat? Go sell your system to some freaking hedge fund for trillions of dollars, dude. You are going to lose. It's about learning how to lose correctly. I'll tell you guys, one of my biggest F-ups was in 2018, where I took a loss, which it was like around $25,000 of 25 to around 30K. If you do the conversion into CAD, it was even more painful. But now, to some of you, you guys might be thinking, oh, what was the big deal? What was the big deal? Well, firstly, back then, 25K to 30K was a lot of money for me. It was a huge chunk of my account. And secondly, this was after, or rather, this was just prior to, so it happened after the 2017 blow-off top, and I was trading extremely badly, et cetera, et cetera. And then I got my shit together throughout the 2018 bear market. And then we had the 2019 dump, right, which I nailed. And I was net short on my entire account. So I had a bunch of USD to capitalize on when Bitcoin actually hit 3K. If I was able to use that $30,000 to buy Bitcoin, I would have had at least 8 to 10 more Bitcoin, right, today? Well, how much did that loss actually amount to? If you think about it, Bitcoin's currently sitting at $40,000, right? That's a $300,000 to $400,000 position addition I could have had. So in reality, that $20,000 loss costed me $400,000 today. So learning how to lose correctly is far more important than simply saying, I'm not going to take any losses. And that's what screws over everyone who thinks that they can come into this market and simply jump into trades. It's not knowing how to catch the winners, because the bull market will just make a winner out of everyone. It's
Yeah.
about what happens after the losses start rolling in, after the market starts pulling back. You guys are going to be fish floundering in sea waters that you do not know how to swim in, and you're just going to lose it all in the same way that I did. And it's going to be so painful. And till today, that $30,000 loss haunts me. Learning how to actually take your losses is so key. Don't F it up, guys. Put in the time into learning how to lose. Don't try to learn how to win. First, learn how to lose. Because crypto is going to make all of you millionaires by simply existing for, just survive for 5 years. Just survive. That's why it's so important to just learn how to lose properly. You will lose, but you got to learn how to lose. It's not about learning how to win, because crypto is the winning market. It's going to win by default. You guys will win. Just survive till 2030. You will win. Learn how to lose. Don't come in here learning how to win. I know it sounds all flashy and fancy, and you get to show off to your neighbors. It's not sexy to talk about, I learned how to lose today. But that's when you'll actually be able to show off in 5 years' time.
Man, I'm so glad that you guys are here, because these are all like golden nuggets. People often just tend to look at price action, and they tend to make trading just only about price action. It's not about that. It's about psychology, execution, and your risk management. And I think for those of you in the seed program, you guys know exactly. Sean's passion has translated onto the seed program. I mean, you guys have seen that firsthand. And also, and this is for the people who are new to the community. And if you're interested, I want you guys to go ahead and check out the Mango Seed program. Like Sean, take this passion, multiply it by 10, okay? Because that's what you're getting here. And that risk management system, till today, is everything. Till today, I go to it on every single trade. It essentially helps me take the losses in stride. I'm happy to take the loss. So go ahead and, man, I'm just like scrolling down to risk management. It is extremely extensive. But yeah, worth it. It's going to set you up for the bull run to come, not just in crypto, but even freaking if you're trading any market out there. Go ahead and check it out.
Krisha, just show them the risk management module.
Yeah.
Because Vishal in there talks about, he's like, my massive loss was in the Quadriga CX scandal. Mango taught me all about operational risk. Because people think risk management is only about your stop loss.
Oh, you can't see my screen.
No.
Okay, give me 1 second. I thought I had it on here. Give me a minute. Let me just pull it up for you guys.
Risk management is so much more than what people think, right? So much more. So Frank asks, Sean, can you please state how much harder it will be to trade these markets when the institutional people come in? It's not going to be any different. It's not going to be any different. It's going to be the same. Institution and hedge funds are already trading Bitcoin. it's going to be the same. Don't let anyone get into your head thinking to make, okay, this is what's going to happen. You're going to be thinking, this is my last chance to make money, my last chance to make money. No. This narrative about institutions coming in and making the Bitcoin markets a lot more difficult to trade has been going on since 2017. It's the same shit. Okay, all of the Mango systems till today work on SPY, work on Nasdaq, work on Sensex. Right, I trade all those markets.
And
Vishal
funny enough,
said,
he's
remember
got
this, covering
yeah.
batteries in your there.
I just watched that one actually, Vish. So yeah, that's like fresh in my head. But also, Frank the Tank, he's got like a module just specifically on institutional order flow and market mechanics. So all of this, like everything he talks about in that module, and guys, risk management. This is it right here. It's what, 5 hours long, Sean? 5 hours long.
The
But
entire risk management content in Seed constitutes of the risk management module, but also thinking like a trader and the reality of markets, which is the first two modules of the program, right? Because the way I wanted to do it was to make it a lot more fun. So the first two modules were more analogy based, where I talked about, just fun analogies, etc., to make it a lot more fun, let's put it that way, without revealing too much. And then we circle back into risk management after teaching you guys the foundations of trend analysis, support resistance, etc. Come back to risk management in a hardcore way with the proper risk management indicator tool sheet, etc. And talk about counterparty risk, how to manage that. Because like Vishal is the perfect example of that, right? And I don't want to bring up fresh wounds or old wounds and turn them fresh for Vishal, but he lost a huge amount in the Quadriga CX scandal, which if you had watched the risk management module in Seed, you would not have had to go through that, right? So I think someone else upstairs in the live chat said that he lost like around $50,000 in the Celsius debacle. That too is something that Mango did not get into. Celsius, we did not touch Celsius. We did not touch UST in Luna because of the principles we teach in the risk management module. Counterparty risk correlation, it's all there. Yeah.
Oh.
So if you guys are in Seed, make sure to go ahead and watch.
Okay, so you got something. So Vishal says they just sent me a check last month. It was huge, but only a fraction of what I lost.
Yeah, so think about that, guys.
Damn.
It was a huge check, but it was still a fraction of what he lost. Oh man.
And I think this is also going to be a good testament to the timeline for the FTX wrap up, in terms of how they intend on dispersing whatever assets they're able to get back. Because Quadriga happened when? 2018? 2018. So just figure next bull market, guys. But yeah, guys, go ahead and check out the Seed program. We got a lot of seedlings in the chat as well, for those of you looking to really, really up your game for the bull run to come, because you're, like Sean said, you're going to be a product of this bull run. You are going to end up making money. It's about whether you can keep what you make, right? And that's where I feel like millions were lost in the last bull market, Sean, and even in the one before that. Like, personally, we know a lot of people who just made a lot and lost a lot. From rags to riches, back to rags. Risk management system is everything here. So you'll find this on the mangoway.com. I don't have the link on my screen, but I think it should be in the description down below. The mangoway.com/seed.
Yeah, so anything that you want to look into, guys, you can find it at themangoway.com/name, right? So themangoway.com/sprouts, themangoway.com/seed, themangoway.com/dashboard. And if you guys want to join our Discord, just join us at themangoway.com/discord. Make sure you do, by the way, because once the bull market starts in earnest, we do turn the Discord private, right? And we don't give up any notice. I just wake up one day, I'm like, all right, way too many people are entering. I don't like this, and I turn it private. Most people don't even know it's private after that.
He pulls the plug. All right, we're going to go over 3 more altcoins, and then we're going to wrap up for the night.
No,
no?
really? 3 more?
Okay, just three. Okay, just cursory looks for those.
Okay, Brett
Because
says,
I feel like
Brett
C changed my
says in
whole
the live
approach.
chat, okay, you can read it out.
He says, C changed my whole approach. I'm naturally aggressive, but the RM module changed the whole approach.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, because
Yes.
that was, dude, Brett. The reason I wanted to read that out was because I was just like you. I was just like you. I'm naturally aggressive as well, and that put me into some really, really bad situations. You guys can see how aggressive I can get, right? With my trades, with my conviction. When I am convicted on a trade, I will scream it out at the top of my lungs, right? But that didn't bode too well with how I actually executed on my trade. So I needed something really, really strong as my risk management based system. So every trade, the way we do it in Seed, guys, is that every trade first starts off with our risk management strategy. Okay,
Yeah.
we have to go through the risk management indicator, risk management tool sheet, and then everything comes after that. Everything else comes after that. And I've often told people, if you take away all of my indicators, just take away the charts too from me, and all you give me is a coin that says heads or tails. And based on whether it flips heads or tails, I will choose whether to get in on that trade or not. All I need is a coin plus my risk management system, and I will beat 99% of traders. That's it. That's it. I am so sure that all I need is a coin plus my risk management system, because my risk management system is the strategy. Just by default, in the long run, right? In the long run, I will beat out 99% of traders because of the risk management system. That's how much confidence I have in it, and how well it has done for me over the years.
And we all do. Like everyone in the C program, we all are in the same freaking boat. You cannot go back. Once you get in, you can't really go back. Everything is just so stress free after that. Like I can go sit on the beach and be in a position, be in my trade. I'm like, I'm okay.
So
And
Brett says, I got into the whole trading through GameStop and EMC and read, okay. And then he found Mango and then light went off. Awesome.
that's
Glad,
awesome.
Mock says, make a video to yourself in the future, begging yourself to sell once you reach a profit amount. Are you responding to someone else? Keep what you make. I think he's answering someone else.
Yeah, but I do think that's effective.
Then he goes on to say, I bet people will still not sell with that. Yeah, they'll rationalize not taking profits, which is why
You're convincing yourself. Like, just take it off the table.
And I'm just like that, but I'm just like that. The way I counter that is I'm like, okay, I know I'm going to FOMO on this, so I'm going to force put my sell order on the books and just walk away, right? So I'll put in, like, if I know I want to take partial profits, so once I tell myself, if my strategy is to take partial profits, right, that partial profit is 95% of the time on the order books. 99% of the time on the order books. The only time it's not on the order books is when I have more conviction in the coin, where I know that I want to actually get out of this trade. I don't want to hold this coin.
It's people writing.
Oh, Mox said that was about people riding from rags to riches to rags.
Yeah.
You all got to do that ride once in crypto, man.
Unless you start from the bear market.
I really want to start leverage trading. I'm extremely interested soon. I got to get your course. Yeah. So what people will do, by the way, so Alex, I'm glad you said that. So he says, I really want to start leverage trading. I'm extremely interested. I'm going to do it soon, but I got to get your course first. So what some people do is they'll buy the course and they're like, okay, I have the course. I'm going to start trading and start leverage trading immediately. Even though I'll sit them down and tell them, listen, start paper trading. But personally, what I recommend you guys do is start trading with a real account, but a very, very small amount, like $100, $200, because the emotions that comes with losing real money, even if it's a small amount of money, is far better than trading a paper account. But to each their own. That being said, I'll ask people to do that, but they'll still go ahead and start trading before they actually get to the leverage trading module, because I have an entire module on leverage trading, and then that builds into the risk management module. So there's a lot to learn before you can actually appropriately trade leverage, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Krisha has it open right now.
Yeah, it's leverage trading, then trend analysis, then risk
Yeah,
man. What a power,
and
dude, those three modules like
and
in
guys,
line.
the modules are not put together in random. They're not in random. I've not just put them together. I've put a lot of thought into how the modules flow into each other. You can talk to the seedlings. They're not random. Each module flows into each other. You need the previous module to fully understand the next, etc., etc. So don't skip modules.
Yeah.
Okay, don't skip modules, and don't think that, oh, I've watched so and so modules, I can jump into XYZ trading. No, sit through the entire thing. It's one big story. It's all cohesively put together. In
So
my opinion,
once,
paper trading is more to develop your analysis of the charts. Yeah, I agree. In my opinion, it doesn't need, yeah, you don't need real money for analysis, but I guess the paper trading helps you gamify the whole experience. But then you should develop yourself as well as a trader, and for that you do need skin in the game. Exactly.
Alex Mick, I'm thinking about picking up the exchange you use as well. Any argument
Where
to
you
help?
based?
Yeah, yeah, it really depends on your jurisdiction.
So the reason we use Femex and BitGet is because of jurisdictional reasons. Ugh, can't speak with my braces on. But we can't use BitGet either anymore, right?
Yeah.
Without KYC. I mean, you can use BitGet if you KYC, but I'm using Femex now because no KYC required. If I had to choose my exchange of choice, it would be Deribit. I can't use Deribit anymore because I'm based in Ontario. And you guys likely won't like Deribit because it doesn't have all the altcoins that you would like. But yeah. Canada. Okay, so you're on our shoes. So yeah,
Yeah.
use Femex.
If
Yeah,
you're
and
like,
use the link down below. Use the link down
yeah,
below. You'll get a bunch of goodies and cheaper affiliate fees.
yeah.
The minute details and differences, the what you really need to be concerned about is the liquidity on the order books. And while you're beginning, you should be trading with a very, very small amount anyways, so that shouldn't phase you. Stick to Bitcoin, Ethereum, stick to the high liquidity coins, and you should be fine.
We're gonna be there in the summer, Bish. If you're gonna be there, hit us up. Captain Cardano is in here. How's it going? Okay, I have a couple of altcoin requests. DYDX was the first one by Riddick. Let's go. Okay, no, wrong tab. Dashboard. DYDX. Bow. Weekly still long. Okay, so weekly still in a bullish trend. Positive returns, pretty good. However, it appears that we're seeing a pullback on those the intra-week timeframes, and likely seeing a pickup now. Let's go ahead and check out the chart. How's the volatility looking? No flags to interpret here. Seems like the bears have the edge on those intra weeks. Let's go ahead and check it out. Resistance, man. Yeah. Let's actually first go ahead and plot it out, and then we can sort of see it. Sproutlings, these are great charts to be practicing your most recent module on. Precision support and resistances.
Check out Krisha's Sprout program. You can find it at themangoway.com/sprouts. Currently, Krisha's priced at early bird pricing, right?
Yeah. It's early bird until so it's a work in progress right now, and I'm sort of releasing modules in like a drip format. So it is going to be discounted until the entire program is out. And once the program is out in entirety, that discount will no longer be available. So yeah, you can go ahead and check it out too. I intended it to be a bridge to the seed program because the seed it's a very, very comprehensive program. And I feel like a lot of people, they were starting off at ground zero. So the sprouts was intended to be a bridge into seed. But because Sean and I have two different trading styles, it's ended up being something a lot more, it's just been a lot more than a bridge. Now it's a course that's more complementary to the seed. So yeah, you can go ahead and check it out. But yeah, as far as DYDX is concerned, guys, resistance right now. I'm going to be looking for, this is the monthly time frame, but even if and look at that, brilliant. Like you can see your monthly levels being respected even on the weeks, right? You can see that this zone right here is being respected as resistance. So honestly, this right now, the bears look like they have the edge. We could potentially come back down to $2.60. DYDX only starts seeing further upside once we clear out the zone on the weekly. So Rithik, look for weekly closes over $3.70. That's gonna be the next hell on another push to the upside. Next target, $6.30. Yeah, that's DYDX for you. What's the next one? Wow, no one wants altcoins. Okay, fine. You guys are now Bitcoin loyalists.
Yeah, my boys.
I covered Cardano just Crow. Let's do Crow. I did cover Cardano just yesterday. Okay, Crow is okay. It's the same thing. Never mind. Krisha, come on, get with your altcoin names. Remember Crow? There was so much fun around Crow when the whole FTX thing happened. There was fun around every exchange. Any new up-and-coming exchanges that you guys like? Let us know. I'm thinking of trying out new exchanges. I heard so far, I mean, decentralized ones are picking up steam. Crow's looking good. Sean, look at this chart. Holy moly. We have a cup and handle like formation too. Do you see it?
Mm-hmm.
All right, we got a breakout. So this is the first official break of 10 cents ever since the breakdown right here. This was during the FTX dump. So yeah, since November of last year, this is the first time since then that Crow has actually managed to reclaim a critical level. This could very well start pumping once again. We're going to look at the dashboard in a second. But this looks healthy. Look, and a great pickup, by the way, on that weekly candle right here. Look at the wick on that. Look at the shadow on that. We're another 2 days away. But the measurement of the cup and handle could take Crow all the way up to 22 cents. A trade on this, honestly, if you're taking it right here, manage it off of that 10-cent region. But why do I keep... Okay, okay, I don't have it on here. It's probably not traded on. Is this on Binance? No, it's on AVAX. Yeah, but Crow is looking good. I think it's got a beautiful pickup on 10 cents. You can see how the buyers very, very aggressively stepped in right here and reclaimed a critical level that it's been holding as resistance now for some time. So, yeah, good chart. 10 cents is your level. Okay, and then we're going to go through the last one. I'm going to pick one. Buy at 10, sell at 20. Buy at 10, manage on 10. Don't forget the manage part. I feel like people, they come into the analysis videos and they're looking at the levels. You know, I give them these bid levels, but The bid, oftentimes I'm pairing it up with, hey, if you're going to be bidding that level, you better make sure you're also managing your trade off of that level, right? When I present bids to you, those are bids that I too am likely going to end up taking. But if my trade thesis does not hold, if the level does not hold, I'm out. Like, I'm not going to call you guys up or do a video at the time of execution, be like, okay guys, I'm getting out of this trade. No, I'm giving you guys the levels so that you know where the bid is at, as well as that's the level you ought to be managing your trade off of. So just a heads up on that.
Cool. I think we should wrap it up over here. We've hit the threshold of 1 hour 30 minutes. I hope you guys
Okay.
enjoyed this stream.
All right, well, in the next live stream, guys, we'll be covering more altcoins. We'll likely start with the alts, and then we'll take it with, well, the rest of it. And yeah, we hope you guys enjoyed today's live stream. If you did, smash that like, and of course, we will be seeing you, well, either in the daily videos or in the next live stream. Hope you guys have a good rest of the weekend. With this, trade safely, trade stress-free, trade the mango way, trade the easy way. Ciao, you guys.